Should we embrace our original accent or should we push ourselves to speak like native speakers? Great question, Rivan. It depends on what you like. Personally, I love people's accents. I love hearing people with the accent from the country they are from. I think it's a beautiful thing. It tells me about your culture. And I think it sounds better than faking an American or British accent. But it really depends on you. Cheers. Cheers. All right. The Secret Garden. This is the story. It's simple. You listen for 2 minutes. You will improve your English. Call her with ps, ps, ps. Doesn't work on my cat. Ps, ps. She's already looking. Luca. That's how we call her. Luca. 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 That's how we call her. Okay. I feel like I need to focus on the story. 2 minutes of story. I will not read your comments. After that, I'll read your comments again. She's still old for shenanigans? True. Here we go. A beautiful story to learn English from. Once upon a time in a small village, there was a secret garden hidden behind a tall wall. Its existence was known to only a few. Legend spoke of its enchanting beauty and magic. One day, a curious girl named Emily found an old key in a dusty box. Intrigued, she felt drawn to the secret garden. With excitement in her heart, she embarked on a quest to find a lock that the key belonged to. After a long search, she discovered the towering wall covered in ivy. With trembling hands, she unlocked the door and stepped into a world of wonder. The garden was a burst of colors, filled with fragrant flowers and the melody of birds. In the midst of the garden, Emily found a withered rose bush. Moved by compassion, she decided to care for it. She watered it, removed the weeds, and gave it sunlight. Day after day, she nurtured the rose bush with love. Over time, the rose bush transformed. Its wilted petals bloomed into magnificent display of resilience. The news of Emily's secret garden spread, and the villagers came to witness the miracle. The garden became a symbol of hope and inspiration. It reminded everyone that even in the most desolate places, beauty and magic could thrive. It taught them the power of love and perseverance. The Secret Garden. Sorry, I got very excited reading that story. I started reading very fast. I like the story though. It's like a small introduction, a summary of an interesting Disney movie. You must sadly repeat it. I'll consider it. Do you think I need to repeat it? It's too short? No, but if it's too longer, then people don't understand what is going on. A 2-minute story is just right. Some vocabulary you can learn from it. Yes. I don't have a horror story today, sorry. I only got 2 positive stories. I'm sitting in the garden, I'm not sitting in the dark. The next time when I sit in the dark, I'll tell you a scary story. You also want a secret garden? Do you think it looks like this? It's a nice little secret garden, if I could say so myself. It's not really a secret though. We have a guardian though. She's back. Look at this. She's back. She disappeared and then she came back. A positive story indeed. Thank you for your support. I appreciate your gifts. Very kind of you. Be sure to subscribe because at 50 subscriptions, you can start giving subscriptions away. Oh, you can give them away to other people. She is not hunting a robin right now. No, the other cat is in the neighborhood. The other cat is in the neighborhood. We can do the story again for you to learn English. Hello, everyone. We are reading a story to learn English. I can give you another story. You don't know why, beautiful? I hope you will find out. I will ask you each of the 5 questions and I will give you the story one more time. I have 5 questions to help you understand the story. Don't answer the questions, just listen. What did Emily find in the dusty box? How did Emily feel when she discovered the secret garden? What did Emily do to help the withered rose bush? How did the rose bush transform over time? And what did the secret garden represent to the villagers? Those are the 5 questions for the story, and now I will give you the story one more time. Hello, my name is Lucas and I teach English, and this is The Secret Garden. Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a secret garden hidden behind a tall wall. Its existence was known to only a few. Legend spoke of its enchanting beauty and magic. One day, a curious girl named Emily found an old key in a dusty box. Intrigued, she felt drawn to the secret garden. With excitement in her heart, she embarked on a quest to find a lock that the key belonged to. After a long search, she discovered the towering wall covered in ivy. With trembling hands, she unlocked the door and stepped into a world of wonder. The garden was a burst of flowers, filled with fragrant flowers and melody of birds. In the midst of the garden, Emily found a withered rose bush. Moved by compassion, she decided to care for it. She watered it, removed the weeds, and gave it sunlight. Day after day, she nurtured the rose bush with love. Over time, the rose bush transformed. Its wilted petals bloomed into magnificent display of resilience. The news of Emily's secret garden spread, and the villagers came to witness the miracle. The garden became a symbol of hope and inspiration. It reminded everyone that even in the most desolate places, beauty and magic could thrive. It taught them the power of love and perseverance. The Secret Garden. That is the story. I cannot act out a story. I'm not 6 years old. I can read the story so you can learn English. Good story. What did Emily find in the dusty box? Tell me right now. What did Emily find in the dusty box? She found. Remember, always answer in a sentence. I told you yesterday. Always answer in a sentence. Not one word. One word? Ooh, perfect answer, Jay. Including an emoji. Including the emoji. Very nice. One day, a curious girl named Emily found an old key in a dusty box. Not just key. Key is not enough. I need more. She found an old key in a dusty box. Much better. Well done. Question number 2. How did Emily feel when she discovered the secret garden? How did she feel when she discovered the secret garden? Did you feel good? Excited? Amazed? How did she feel? Old key is descriptive. It's a story. It should be descriptive. How did you feel? She... Make a full sentence, guys. This is English. Make a full sentence. How did she feel? She felt... She felt excited. Let's see if you are right. Let's see if you are right. Well, it does say that with excitement in her heart, she embarked on a quest. But it doesn't say she felt excited to find the garden, do it? It says, with trembling hands, she unlocked the door and stepped into a world of wonder. The garden was a burst of colors, filled with fragrant flowers and the melody of birds. It actually doesn't really say how she felt. It says, it says she had excitement in her heart, but not at the moment she opened the garden. She came into the garden. It just says she had trembling hands. Maybe the trembling hands show the excitement. Yes, fragrant flowers. Fragrant flowers. Good English, Lucas. Good English. I feel like she felt excited, yeah, because of the trembling hands. She's like, oh, probably that would be her real response. A little bit nervous too, yeah. What did Emily do to help the withered rosebush? What did Emily do to help the withered rosebush? Thanks so much, Caddy, for the cat. Appreciate you. Lucas still there? No. What did she do to help the withered rosebush? Withered means that the leaves are brown, that it's weak, it's about to die. That's withered. W-I-T-H-E-R-E-D. Today is listening practice day, M-I-W, Miwa. She watered it and gave it sunlight. She did 3 things to it. 3 things she did to the rosebush. 3 things. Which things? I don't remember. Let's see. Emily found a withered rosebush. Moved by compassion, she decided to care for it. Number 1, she watered it. Well done. She gave it water. She watered it. W-A-T-E-R-E-D, watered. Means you are giving something water. She watered the rosebush. Number 2, and this one you didn't guess. She removed the weeds. She removed the weeds. W-E-E-D-S, weeds are the plants that you don't like. Those are the bad plants, invasive plants. She removed the weeds so the rose bush could grow. And number 3 was, of course, she gave it sunlight. She gave it sunlight. Well done. She did give it sunlight. Bro, can my hair not be in my face? Not weeds, guys. W-E-E-D-S. double E, weeds. Well done. My mom does this all the time and gave it sunlight. I am curious how she gave the rose bush sunlight. Is she the sun? Is Emily the sun? Oh, bum bum bum. Plot twist. I don't know. It said she gave it sunlight. Did she move it into the sun? With a mirror? That's not how sunlight works. What's up, Robin? Eating some peanut butter. Oh, you don't like it? Okay, fine. Interesting. How did the rose bush transform over time? How did the rose bush transform over time? How did the rose bush transform? Something happened to the rose bush. How did it transform? Yeah, remember before it was withered. But how did it transform? When you take care of a plant, what happens to a plant? You got lost halfway? That's okay. Just practice with us. Over time, the rose bush transformed. Its wilted petals bloomed into a magnificent display of resilience. Nobody could have guessed that. It bloomed into a magnificent display of resilience. A magnificent display of resilience. That's hard. That's tough. That's some difficult English. Resilience means how strong you are when bad things are happening to you. Resilience. Nice. I like it. I like it. Its wilted petals bloomed into a magnificent display of resilience. The petals. It's the green leaves. Last one. What did the secret garden represent to the villagers? What does the secret garden represent to the villagers? What does it mean to the villagers to have a beautiful secret garden like this? What does it mean? It represents hope. Interesting. Just beautiful. Maybe. Hope and inspiration. Let's check. The garden became a symbol of hope and inspiration. However, it reminded everyone that even in the most desolate place, desolate means very far away from something good, desolate places, beauty and magic could thrive. It taught them the power of love and perseverance. Far away, yes. The Secret Garden. What do you think about the story, The Secret Garden? Do you like the story? I think it's a pretty good story. Honestly, pretty good story. The Secret Garden. Cheers. Cheers. I wish there was a secret garden just as beautiful. Where could you find such a secret garden? I don't know. For listening practice, we had a story. Now we are going to do a poem. It's a very short poem, but a beautiful poem nonetheless. And after that, we got a little book, chapter to do. Both of these, not easy, but will definitely help you learn English. Cheers to learning English. refreshing. Refreshing. Cheers, everybody, to a wonderful day. No matter if it's morning, afternoon, or evening for you, have a wonderful day. Refreshing. All right. The poem that won the competition yesterday, last week, is a poem by yours truly, Dida. I haven't seen Dida in the chat yet. Dida, are you here? Dida! Dida! I don't know if Dida is here right now, but we are going to do Dida's poem. There she is.
The chance to find a world.
This is not Dida's poem.
And in the chat.
I told you, Dida, you win the competition. We are going to do your poem to learn English with. I am gonna let you speak first. Then I will read the poem and we're gonna go through it. So, this is a poem and you can figure out what it's about. Alright, boys and girls and dogs, cats maybe.
In a world so vast, I stand alone. A silent heart, an empty phone. Amidst the crowd, I'm out of place, seeking comfort, seeking grace. In the hush of twilight's glow, my heart feels heavy, my steps are slow, aching soul, survive a fly. I wander through the silent night, when expectations high and dreams unmet. In their eyes, I see regret, a silent wish, a quiet fret, hoping one day they will forget. An empty chair, a missing voice. In loss, there is pain, but also choice. In the silence, I find my grace, embracing life at my own pace.
Ooh. What a poem. Once again, guys, please give me your cheers, your claps in the chat for Dida, because that poem is incredible. And don't worry, I will read the poem if you didn't understand. I will read the poem out. But that song, somebody said it's an Indonesian song. That song is so sad. And with your emotional voice on top, Dida, it's incredible. Yo, this is a very gray cloud, by the way. I feel like the poem is so sad, it's about to rain in the Netherlands, Dida. If it's raining, I blame you. If it starts raining, I blame you. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna pause it so I can read it too. That's fair, right? That's fair. If it starts raining, it's Dida's fault. Because we are all so sad. Welcome, everybody. We are doing a poem to learn English from. I hope you enjoy it. If the sky starts to cry, that's how it goes. Listen up. I will say the poem for you guys one more time. The poem is called Solitude. The poem is called Solitude. In a world so vast, I stand alone. A silent heart, an empty phone. Amidst the crowd, I'm out of place. Seeking comfort, seeking grace. In the hush of twilight's glow, my heart feels heavy. My steps are slow. Aching soul, bereft of light, I wander through the silent night. When expectations high and dreams unmet, in their eyes I see regret. A silent wish, a quiet fret, hoping one day they'll forget. An empty chair, a missing voice. In loss there's pain, but also choice. In the silence I find my grace, embracing life at my own pace. That is the whole poem. Beautiful. It's called Solitude. And congratulations, Leo. You are muted. I always tell you that everybody is allowed to be here, except for people who are just completely annoying. Bye-bye. I think Solitude is a great poem. What is the meaning of the word solitude, guys? What is the meaning of the word solitude? Ooh, solitude is a beautiful English word, but you gotta know what it means to understand. To be alone, yes. Not just to be alone, but to be absolutely separated from anything and everything. Solitude is really being alone for a longer period of time. Solitude. Hi guys. Now it becomes really sad. It's an ASMR live stream all of a sudden. It's an ASMR live stream. Welcome to the rain. Okay. We are just gonna go through the poem. Just a little bit of rain, guys, don't worry. In a world so very big, V-A-S-T, vast. In a world so vast, I stand alone. A silent heart, an empty phone. Like, maybe no notifications, an empty phone. You ever see those videos of when it's somebody's birthday, they get a lot of messages, but boys get nothing? Those. Amidst the crowd, I'm out of place. Seeking comfort, seeking grace. So amidst the crowd, along other people, this person doesn't feel at home. This person doesn't feel at home. I need to turn it. I'm out of place. When you are out of place, you are not in the place you're supposed to be. You can use this in English. You can say, I feel out of place. I feel like something is out of place. Something is wrong. It is a good combination if it actually rains. This is just fake rain. In the hush of twilight's glow. Now that's tough. My heart feels heavy. My steps are slow. A heavy heart is an actual thing, guys. A heavy heart is an actual thing in English. Good job, lag. I saw you. A heavy heart is an actual thing. Like when you are having a heavy heart, your heart is full of sadness. You feel very sad. Bro, this lag is terrible. Excuse me? Feel very sad. I told you guys, the Wi-Fi today, is very weird. Everybody good again? Let's continue. Lag because of the rain. All the tears. The phone is sad, okay? The phone also has a heavy heart. My heart feels heavy, my steps are slow. Aching soul, bereft of light. Ugh, bereft, a beautiful old English word. Bereft. Anybody know the word bereft? B-E-R-E-F-T, bereft of light. Aching soul, bereft of light. It means that all the light has been taken away. All the light has been taken away. There's no more light. I wander through the silent night. Not wander as in W-O, but W-A. W-A-N-D-E-R. W-A-N-D-E-R. Wander. Which could mean dreaming, but in this case, I wander through the silent night. So it's like dreaming, but wandering can also just be walking without really thinking. Like daydreaming, wander. I wander through the silent night. When expectations high and dreams unmet. Ooh, that is hard. That is tough. When your expectations are high, but your dreams are unmet, which means you make your dreams not come true. Your expectations are too high and you are never making them. You're always short. That can be very painful. So you need to have realistic goals too. In their eyes, I see regret. Is there a noise in my voice? You can let me know. When expectations high and dreams unmet, in their eyes, I see regret. Yeah, that happens sometimes with the microphone. Don't worry about it. I'll take the microphone out for a second. It's not the rain. Focus. It's a beautiful poem. In their eyes, I see regret. Regret when you cannot make your dreams come true. When you cannot make your dreams come true, you have regret. Yeah, it's good now because I took the microphone out. A silent wish, a quiet fret, hoping one day they'll forget. They want to forget. They want to forget maybe that they never met their own expectations, that they never made their dream come true. Because that really sounds like a regret. That really sounds like a regret. An empty chair, a missing voice. In loss, there is pain, but also choice. Ooh, that's my favorite sentence. In loss, there is pain, but also choice. Oof, beautiful. You always have a choice, no matter what happens. No matter if you have a big loss on your hands, you can choose what you're going to do. In silence, I find my grace, embracing life at my own pace. Embracing life at my own pace. This is beautiful because you can keep listening to others, but everybody has their own pace. You gotta find your way through life. Nobody can tell you how to do it. You will regret it if you let other people determine your life. And the funny thing is, we finished the poem, the sun is starting to come out again, and it stopped raining. This poem is called Solitude, shared by Dida, and it is available in our community on Discord and on Telegram. I think it's a beautiful poem. I love Solitude a lot. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your poetry last week, guys. Please keep doing poetry. I think I will add a poetry group so you can continue, because they are very nice. Your poetry, no matter ChatGPT or not, is very nice. So keep at it. Keep at it. And today, after the live stream, I will share your challenge for this week. Solitude. A nice poem. The book's name, one last time before we read, is The Greatest Salesman in the World. The Greatest Salesman in the World. Camera guy, you're number 1 today? Exciting. The Greatest Salesman in the World, part 2. Just screenshot. And we're gonna read it. And we are going to read it. What we are doing is I will just read a few sentences because it's too much to read everything. I will read one paragraph and then ask you what you understand and how does it make you feel. That's how this works. Listen up and learn English. This is not an easy book for beginners, so we practice it together. Bro called me broke without calling me broke. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Listen up. This is The Greatest Salesman in the World, Part 2, Chapter 11. I am awake. I am filled with joyful anticipation. I feel unfamiliar rumblings in my heart as I welcome each new day, now with joy and confidence instead of self-pity and fear. That's the first paragraph, okay? Let me put the microphone back in. You tell me if you get a little bee sound. That's good. A good thing to say to yourself. I am awake. I am filled with joyful anticipation. I feel unfamiliar rumblings in my heart as I welcome each new day now with joy and confidence instead of self-pity and fear. Still have the B sound? Brother. B for brother. How about now? How about now? You got a B sound? Tell me. I reconnected the cable. Some days it randomly does the B sound. Other days it doesn't. What does kind of the same mean? Okay, no microphone today. Got it. Let's focus again. And restart. I am awake. I am filled with joyful anticipation. I feel unfamiliar rumblings in my heart as I welcome each new day, now with joy and confidence instead of self-pity and fear. So many people feel fear for things. Fear for speaking English, fear for a brand new day, fear for feeling awkward, and of course self-pity. I can't do this, my English is not good enough. That is self-pity. Have a good night, Homang. That is self-pity. When you say you can't do something. I am not good enough. No, no more. We will change the fear and the self-pity for joy and confidence. Joy and confidence. Joy is extreme happiness. Not just happy, but really, really happy. Joy. Joy for your life. And confidence. Confidence, guys. The opposite of fear. Because you are always afraid to speak English. You are scared of speaking English. But you gotta wake up with some confidence. Have confidence in yourself. Because you are worth it. You are worth it. Okay? Don't lower your value. Nobody is gonna laugh at you, sweetie. No one. He who suffers remembers. I will never repeat the failures and futile. Blah, blah, blah. I will never I will never repeat the failures and futile mistakes of the past. Now that I have these scrolls to guide me. He who suffers remembers, because it is so much easier to remember a mistake than it is to remember something good. Isn't it? It is so much easier to talk about what you are bad at than what you are good at. It's so much easier. But here he says, I will never repeat the failures and futile mistakes, or futile, depends on your pronunciation, futile mistakes of the past, now that I have these scrolls to guide me. Failures. A failure is a really big mistake. Or futile mistakes. What is futile, guys? Futile. Futile. What does it mean? Futile. Futile. Futile mistakes. You like the background? It's nice. It's the garden. It's not a fake background. It's real. Give me the real word. Come on, give me a real futile. Yes, but what's the meaning? Fruitless? Kind of like fruitless. Futile means without reason. Without reason. In vain. Yeah. Mistakes that were not supposed to happen. Kind of. Mistakes that were not supposed to happen. Futile mistakes and failures. Futile. I spelled it, guys. Futile. Your efforts are futile means they can't do anything. Your futile mistakes. Can I give you some deep, deep words? Listen to me and you will find some words that you don't know. Each day I will venture out into the world, accompanied by 3 powerful allies. Each day I will venture out into the world, accompanied by 3 powerful allies. Confidence, pride, and enthusiasm. I am confident I can deal with any challenge. Pride demands that I perform to the best of my ability. And all this will be accomplished because I have rediscovered a special power that has been missing from my life since childhood. The power of enthusiasm. Pooh! Beautiful. Beautiful. I like that. Each day I will venture out into the world. Venture means go on a trip, go on an adventure. I will venture out into the world. Accompanied by means you have with you. Accompanied by, have with you. 3 powerful new allies. Allies are friends. 3 powerful new allies. So when you go out into the world, you have these 3 friends with you. Confidence is your friend, pride is your friend, and enthusiasm is your friend. I am confident I can deal with any challenge. Whatever comes on my path, I will deal with it. I can do this. Pride demands that I perform to the best of my abilities. Pride is a difficult one. We'll come back to pride. But it demands that I perform to the best of my ability. And all this will be accomplished because I have rediscovered a special power that has been missing from my life since childhood. The power of enthusiasm. Remember how excited kids are about the smallest things, how grateful they are for the smallest things. We as adults normally just be like, oh yeah, that's cool. There's no more enthusiasm in the things that we do. Every day we just go to work, we come back, we complain about life. No more, because of the power of enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Beautiful. You should be enthusiastic like a child sometimes about things. Not take things for granted, right? Don't take anything for granted. Somebody lets you go first when you are waiting in a queue. You can feel excited about it. Enthusiasm. You see something nice, you can pet a cat on the street. You should feel enthusiastic about it. Like, wow, what a beautiful animal. Or like now, what a beautiful garden. I have this. How great that I have this. Don't forget that many things around you are not normal. Like, it is very special to have those. Now let's go back to pride. 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 Well, it's starting to rain again. Let's go back to pride. Because many people say that pride is bad. You shouldn't have pride. It's not good for you. But in this book we say that we need pride. Because, not like LGBTQ pride, but just pride. As in, pride demands that I perform to the best of my abilities. Why? Because you can only be excited about what you do if you do it really well. Nobody is happy if they did something badly. Nobody is happy if they did something badly. You can only be excited about something when you're like, wow, I did that. I did that. That is pride. And that is okay. It's perfectly fine to have that pride. When you did something amazing, like write a poem or learn English, improving your English, and you feel pride for it, you're like, yes, that is great. And remember, pride demands that I perform to the best of my abilities. Because the better you do, the prouder you can be. The better you do, the prouder you can be. Looks like a thunder cloud. Cool! I love thunder. You like that? Then let's continue. Every memorable act in history of the world is a triumph of enthusiasm. Nothing great was ever achieved without it, because it gives any challenge or any occupation, no matter how frightening or difficult, a new meaning. I'll say that sentence again. Nothing great was ever achieved without it, because it gives any challenge or occupation, no matter how frightening or difficult, a new meaning. Without enthusiasm, I am doomed to a life of mediocrity. But with it, I can accomplish miracles. Without enthusiasm, you are not really living life, guys. Without enthusiasm, you are just surviving. You're not really living life. But with enthusiasm, you can do so much more. You can do so much more. That's what he says. Without enthusiasm, I am doomed to a life of mediocrity, which means just averages, boring lives. But with it, I can accomplish miracles. And you can, if you want to. There is a new meaning to my existence. Failure is no longer my constant companion. Failure is no longer my constant companion. The nothingness, isolation, Powerlessness, sadness, vexation, and despair of the past have vanished since that day, not so long ago, when I remembered how to smile. Already, others are reflecting my smiles and my caring. I share the candle of love and happiness gladly. Remember, smiling is addictive. Smiling is addictive. You smile, other people smile. Don't forget to smile. Because if you smile, you automatically feel happier. It can even make you laugh. When you feel sad, sit like this, and you're gonna feel better. It's crazy, but true. It's getting cold. Be strong, Lucas. Be strong. And now, this sentence is written in italic. The next sentence is very important because it is written in italic, which means the letters are on its side. It is written in italic. Listen. Always will I bathe my days in the golden glow of enthusiasm. One more time. Always will I bathe my days in the golden glow of enthusiasm. Ooh, that is like a poem. Always will I bathe my days in the golden glow of enthusiasm. It just means I will be enthusiastic about things. I will feel enthusiasm every day. I will be excited about something. I'll be excited about delicious food, beautiful nature, a cute cat, a great English class. I will feel excited about the things that are happening. How? By just saying, wow, how beautiful. It's that simple. Great, I learned English. That's excitement. There is the rain. I was waiting for it. There is the rain. Alright, let's continue. We are not giving up. I will sit in the rain to teach you English. You better listen. Enthusiasm is the greatest asset in the world. Its potential value far surpasses, thank you for your gift, money and power and influence. Its potential value far surpasses money and power and influence. Single-handed, the enthusiast convinces and dominates where the wealth accumulates by a small army of workers would scarcely raise a tremor of interest. Enthusiasm tramples over prejudice and opposition, spurns inaction, storms the citadel of its object, and like an avalanche overwhelms and engulfs all obstacles. I learned a great lesson. Enthusiasm is my faith in action. With faith, I cannot fail. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That order of sentences is absolutely ridiculous. It is difficult, it is deep, it is tough, but it is so good. It is so good. I will say it one more time. I will do it one more time. Okay? Listen. Enthusiasm tramples over prejudice and opposition, spurns inaction, storms the citadel of its object, and like an avalanche overwhelms and engulfs all obstacles. I have learned a great lesson. Enthusiasm is my faith in action. With faith, I cannot fail. That is so tough. But I believe you'll understand the last sentence. With faith, I cannot fail. Because as long as you believe, you cannot fail. You will get better. And enthusiasm is your faith in action. Think about that. You have the faith, you will not fail. And enthusiasm is your faith in action. You have the faith that you're going to be great at English, even though you're not yet and maybe you don't know how. That is faith. Enthusiasm is your faith in action because it's you doing it every day. It's you improving every day. Even you don't know how. You are trying to be better. You are enthusiastic about learning and getting better at it. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate your support. Very kind of you. It's your drive. It's your drive to continue. Yes. With faith I cannot fail. Always will I bathe my days in the golden glow of enthusiasm. Why am I holding an umbrella? Because it's kind of raining, kind of not. Like right now it's not dripping, but it keeps like dripping and not dripping. It's very annoying. Why you so annoying? Either rain or don't, bro. I can already smell the petrichor in the air. Guys, vocabulary word. I can already smell the petrichor in the air. I can smell the leaves because I'm sitting right beside this bush. Ah, delicious. You can probably get the book on Instagram. It's a really difficult book. Don't worry if you don't understand. Just understand. The two things you have to understand so far is you need enthusiasm like a child. You need enthusiasm like a child, and with faith you cannot fail. Feel enthusiastic about something every day. Feel great about something every day. Like feel grateful that you're waking up in a beautiful bed beside a beautiful person. Feel grateful that you have a delicious breakfast that you can enjoy, that you don't have to run. Feel grateful that you are not hurt, you are not in pain, you are healthy. Feel enthusiastic about these things. Don't just take them as normal, because one day it all disappears. Well, are we even in the book? We are in chapter 11, and I am on the 3rd page. But if you are using the PDF, I don't know. This is 91. 91 in the book, but the PDF is like less. Chapter 11, I am in paragraph 6 or 7. All right. Some of us are enthusiastic at times, and few even retain their eagerness for a day or a week. It's hard to stay motivated. All that is good, but I must and I will form the habit of sustaining my enthusiasm indefinitely. Thank you so much, Abdulia, for your subscription. I appreciate your support. All that is good, but I must and I will form the habit of sustaining my enthusiasm indefinitely, honestly and sincerely, so that tomorrow and the next week and the next month, not only should you be enthusiastic, you should also feel it indefinitely, honestly, and sincerely. There is no faking enthusiasm. There is no faking it. Really feel it's starting to rain. Honestly, it's starting to rain. There's the book. I'll hold the book like this. It is called The Greatest Salesman in the World Part 2. You can check Trinity with the comment. Beautiful. It's difficult. It's really, really difficult, but you can learn from it. You are out and it's raining. Why? Because I'm Dutch. I am 194 because I'm like a tree. The more it rains, the taller I get. The Dutch are like aliens. Thank you for your subscription again. Listen, okay? Listen. Enthusiasm. The love for whatever it is. I am ways. Enthusiasm. The love for whatever it is I am doing at the moment works in marvelous ways. I need not even attempt to understand, but I do know that it will give additional vitality to my muscles and my mind. Like, if you are enthusiastic about it, you will do it a lot. If you are enthusiastic about a movie series, you will watch everything. If you are enthusiastic about English learning, you will do it a lot. It gives you vitality, which is the energy to keep going. That's nice. Enthusiasm in all I do will become, with hard work, a habit. This is an important sentence. Enthusiasm in all that I will become, with hard work, a habit. Enthusiasm can be a habit, guys. Feeling enthusiastic about things can be a habit. Right now, it's probably not your habit, but it can be. Yeah, the rain sounds funny because it goes and it stops, and it goes and it stops. Bro! Okay. We first must make our habits, and then, good or bad, they make us. Luca, ga je naar binnen? The cat is going inside. She's sick of the rain. That's a great sentence. We first must make our habits, and then, good or bad, they make us. You have good habits, you have bad habits, and they make who you are. You are your habits. Your habits are you. You are your actions. Your actions are you. It is who you are. If often say, yeah, I'm sorry, I do this sometimes, but it's not really who I... Well, maybe you should change it. I am not raining, it is still raining. Enthusiasm will be my chariot to a better life. Already I am smiling in anticipation of the good to come. That is good. Smiling because something good is going to happen. Because of the anticipation, that makes you feel good. That it does make you feel good. I like it, I like it. Always will I bathe my days in the golden glow of enthusiasm. Good luck, camera guy, good luck, good luck. Enthusiasm can move castles and charm brutes. It is the genius of sincerity, and truth is rarely victorious without it. Ooh. It's becoming really tough. So we have enthusiasm and truth. But truth and enthusiasm becomes victorious. That's awesome. Like so many others, I have conducted my life with false ideas of true rewards, believing that I can't switch the page. Yeah. Believing that comfort and luxury should be my goals, when all that any of us need to make us really happy is something to be enthusiastic about. Let me say that again. If you want to learn anything, learn this. I have conducted my life with false ideas of true rewards, believing that comfort and luxury should be my goals, when all that any of us need to make us really happy is something to be enthusiastic about. You don't need comfort. You don't need luxury. You just need something to be enthusiastic about. Enthusiasm will benefit my future more than spring rain nourishes the wheat. I guess. Henceforth, all my days will be different than those of the past. Never again will I consider that whatever I must do to support my existence is labor, for then I will feel the strain of necessity in my work, and the hours of each day will endure for what seems an eternity. Yeah, necessity. Work is necessary, but never again will I feel like that. Let me instead forget that I must work to eat and approach the day's toil with the day's toil. That's a great word. Let me instead forget that I must work to eat and approach the day's toil with all my energy and caring and good spirit. With these qualities, I will perform far better than ever before. The hours will pass swiftly, and if this enthusiastic output continues day after day, I am certain to become more valuable to myself and to the world. You have more value than when you are enthusiastic instead of feeling that everything is just necessary and you're complaining about your work. You have more value to the world. The toil, that's such a nice word, the day's toil. Day with D-A-Y apostrophe S and then toil, T-O-I-L. The day's toil, which is like the things you have to do every day. There is no person, no occupation, no trouble that cannot be affected for the good by my attitude. Let me say that again. There is no person, no occupation, no trouble that cannot be affected for the good by my attitude. Anything can become better because of your attitude. Always will I bathe my days in the golden glow of enthusiasm. Tada! Oh, nu kom je hallo zeggen. The cat is saying hello. Oh, nah, he's leaving again. Bye. I like this. Your reaction to anything. Yes, you have a choice to respond to something in a certain way. It's all your choice, as they say. It's all your choice. Let me put it there. The lighting, guys. The lighting. In the bright glow, will I be able to see for the first time all the good things of life that were concealed from me during those years of futility. So during the time that you complain, that you feel bad, that you see everything as necessary, is the time you cannot see some really good things in your life. Just as the young lover has a finer sense and more accurate vision and sees in the object of his affection, 100 virtues and charms, invisible to all other eyes, so will I, imbued with enthusiasm, have my power of perception heightened, and my vision magnified, until I can see the beauty and charm others cannot discern, which can compensate for large loads of drudgery, privation, hardship, and even persecution. Ooh, that's tough. That is really tough English. Sorry, one more time. I don't want to do that one more time. That is really tough. With enthusiasm, I can make the best of any situation. Thank you. That's easier. And should I stumble now and then, as even the most talented will do on occasion, I will pick myself up and go on with my life. That is a very good lesson. Also for learning English. Also for learning English. Listen. With enthusiasm, I can make the best of any situation. And should I stumble now and then, as even the most talented will do on occasion, I will pick myself up and go on with my life. You make mistakes like even the native speakers do, you will pick yourself up again and you will just continue. Because mistakes don't make who you are. Mistakes do not make who you are. Continue and improve. Continue and improve. Pick up and keep on going. We are at the last part. I have about half a page left. Always will I bathe my days in a golden glow of enthusiasm. What a great exhilaration I feel, knowing that I possess this great power to alter my days and my entire life with my attitude. How sorry I feel for those legions who have no knowledge that they can use this great force, a force already within them, to guide their future. I will turn back the calendar and adopt the irresistible charm of youth, with its enthusiasm bubbling like a spring of mountain water. Youth sees no darkness ahead, no trap that has no escape. He's talking about children, guys. He is talking about children. Youth sees no darkness ahead. Kids don't care. No trap that has no escape. They're not scared. They just do. It forgets that there is such a thing as failure in the world, and believes that mankind has been waiting all these centuries for him or her to come and be the liberator of truth and energy and beauty. Kids. Today I raise my candle on high and smile at everyone. Always will I bathe my days in a golden glow of enthusiasm. Terribly difficult chapter, but a beautiful chapter nonetheless. Beautiful. Number one lesson, be enthusiastic. Be enthusiastic like a 6-year-old child. Children are never scared. Why? Because fear is learned in life. Fear is learned. If a child doesn't learn fear, they will probably hurt themselves. But fear is something you have to learn. Enthusiasm is something you have. Remember how excited kids are. Maybe they see snow for the first time. Maybe they play for the first time. Maybe they find a friend and they are playing with a rock for the first time. They are so excited about these things. But the older we get, the more we forget. The older we get, the more we forget about the beauty in life. Sometimes you just gotta walk around and be like, wow, the grass is so beautifully green. Wow, the air is so nice and fresh. That is something to be enthusiastic about, guys. It sounds weird. And you will say, you tree hugger? No. That is how you feel good. That is how I can feel good. Like, now I'm enthusiastic about this book. Like, what a great book. I love it. I want to say, you are amazing. I hope you can feel enthusiastic about learning English and having a good time with us. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have an amazing day, a good sleep, a good night, and see you in the next live stream. Bye bye, guys. You're too late for 200K. But I do appreciate all your support.